Hello everyone and welcome to Sound Codecs. In the previous video I talked about fundamental concepts in video game audio, such as attenuation or different type of audio files we can use to implement our in-game audio, such as source one-shot, source looping, or position-oriented sounds. Now let's move to Unreal and have a listen to a few examples. Okay, so here we are in Unreal where I made a demo level where we can listen to a few examples. The easiest way to import a audio file in the scene is to apply a ambient sound. In my example, it's called fire sound, and attach to the ambient sound a audio file. In my case, it's called Fire01, and we can have a listen to it. Now, the audio file is spatialized. As you can see in here, enabled spatialization, checked, and we have also enabled volume attenuation. The attenuation function is logarithmic. Then we have attenuation shape set to sphere, and as you can see, we have an inner sphere where the volume is set to 100%. And as we move to the border of the sphere, volume drops down to 0%. We can have a listen. Now I'm in front of the sound source, and if I move right, I'll hear the sound on the left channel. If I move left, I'll hear the sound on the right channel. What if we want to improve the transition when we enter the attenuation shape? Well, we could use air absorption, which is a technique called filter over distance, where we use a low-pass filter to emulate a realistic frequency response. Sound traveling in air also changes in frequency content depending on the humidity and the temperature. So we want higher frequency to be cut out as we move from the sound source. To do so, enable air absorption, and I previously set the parameters. So low pass cutoff frequency minimum value is set to 20,000. So when we are close to the sphere, there's no filtering. But as we move to the edge of the outer sphere, the low pass cutoff frequency is set to 1000. You guys tell me if you can hear the difference. To me, it's much smoother now. What if we want to have control over the behavior of audio playback? We need to use sound cues. We can generate a sound cues, which is basically a node editor system, by clicking Add Import, Sounds, and Sound Cue. I have already made mine. It's called My Demo Sound Cue. As you can see on the left side, I have imported two audio files, Explosion 1 and Explosion 2. They are both very similar. Then a random module selects which of them to play. The selected audio file goes into a modulator, which have a pitch and volume minimum and maximum value. This module is very useful to create variety in our sound design. Then a delay module sets a delay time between the random choice of audio files. The time is expressed in seconds. Then a looping module defines how a sound loops, and that's crucial if we want the sound to be continuous in our game. We can have a listen to it, but before we need to apply the sound cue to our ambient sound. To do so, I can click on my demo sound cue, and moving in the details panel, click on the left side arrow. And now we can play the game. Well, that's all for today's episode. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one.